Hello everyone, dear viewers of my YouTube channel. Today my video is dedicated to the legendary TV series Santa Barbara. Meet the top 10 interesting facts about him. Friends, subscribe to my channel, like, leave comments and share videos on social networks. Go! 10th place. The creators of the television series Santa Barbara are spouses Bridget and Jerome Dobson. It is their authorship that belongs to the script of the famous serial melodrama. True. They agreed to write it only after NBC fully gave them the rights to the telenovela. 9th place. The release of the television series Santa Barbara on the blue screens of U.S. televisions coincided with the Olympic Games in Los Angeles. The soap opera has been shown for 10 years. And on the occasion of the 2000th episode, a whole holiday was arranged. And this despite the fact that the first episodes of the television series were heavily criticized. Santa Barbara was called the worst program on television. Throughout its history, the ratings of the television series have rapidly increased, then also fell dashingly. In the end, the creators decided to put the final point. The Americans saw the last 2,137 episode on January 15, 1993. 8th place. The episode when Cruz Castillo, played by A. Martinez, pushed Keith into the fountain, played by Justin Diaz, was included in the television series by accident. According to the director's idea, Cruz should have just had a fight with Keith. But Martinez got so used to the role that in the heat he pushed Diaz into the water. They did not reshoot anything. Because it seemed to everyone that everything turned out just wonderful and really believable. 7th place. The television series is set in the resort town of Santa Barbara, California. However, there was never any filming. Everything took place 150 kilometers from Santa Barbara in the pavilions of Hollywood. 6th place. One of the main characters of the C.C. Capwell series lay in a coma for more than 200 episodes. At the same time, one hero fell into it, and another came out. In total, the role of C.C. was played by 6 actors. Lloyd Bochner appeared only in commercials and in print announcements, did not have time to star in the series due to a heart attack. Peter Mark Richman, from July to September 1984, Paul Burke, September to October 1984, Charles Bateman, October 1984 to November 1985, Justine Witness, November 1985 to January 1986. Jell Allen, 7.5 years of continuous work. 2050 series. 5th place. The series also did not go without the bloopers. Kelly Capwell had 2 birthdays, winter and spring, just like her father C.C. In addition, the head of the family had a brother named Grant, but it's not entirely clear which one. In one episode he is the senior, in the other, the junior. 4th place. Telenovela fans loved her for unexpected plot twists, subtle irony and unique humor. In one of the episodes, the former nun Mary Duval McCormick, played by actress Harley Jane Kozak, was killed by a huge neon letter, C, that fell off the sign of the Capwell Hotel. 3rd place. When the series gained popularity, a whole creative team of scriptwriters was already working on its twisted plot. However, the Dobsons did not always like the work of the head writer and, in the end, they fired him. As a result, fresh heads appeared, which came up with a new storyline, the brutal rape of Eden Capwell, Marcy Walker, by her gynecologist Zach Kelton. Lee McCloskey, who played the role of rapist doctor, did not like his hero. And when Zach died from the script, McCloskey returned to the show as District Attorney Ethan Asher. Second place. The writers and producers of Santa Barbara have always listened to criticism. The Dobsons quickly and easily removed many of the heroes from the game. They were helped in this by natural disasters and serial killers. First place. Despite popular belief, Santa Barbara is far from the longest series. The 10-year history has been surpassed by another American product called Guiding Light. This TV story about a priest from a fictional suburb of Chicago, stretching for more than 15,000 episodes, entered the Guinness Book of Records. Friends, thank you all for watching. I really hope that this video was interesting to you. I love you all very much. See you later.